And we're back.
We are
Seamless.
back.
Continue the story.
Seamless continue just the story. G'day, mate.
That's fairly important.
Catch these hands, boy.
Hands have been caught. We're back.
We are back.
We are back. Beating the odds.
We just said something 3 times in a row again.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
We need to stop doing that.
Quick recap.
Quick recap. 3 times in a row.
No.
Not again.
Not again.
No. We'll try to do better at not repeating ourselves multiple times.
So we've changed the format as well. We're no longer going for hour-long podcasts because, we listen to our fans. Fans? Can we call them fans?
Fans. We listen to people who listen to the podcast.
Yeah. the people who listen to one painfully just to tell us how bad it was. And then,
No, we got some decent feedback.
We did get some decent feedback.
We got some really good feedback.
Yeah.
And the main thing being that they were a bit long.
They were a bit long,
I think
slightly.
Both myself and Tommy are used to listening to long podcasts.
Yeah.
So that's just where we're
we
going
have
from.
too much free time.
Yeah, correct.
Whereas everyone else doesn't have that. So
correct. So we're gonna shorten it down. We're gonna try 30-minute podcasts. We're gonna give that a go ski.
We're gonna give that a go ski. Is it Russian now? Go ski.
I hope not.
Go ski.
No.
Podcast ski.
No. Stop.
It's almost a Russian name.
How would you say ruthlessly unintelligent in Russian?
No.
Ruthlessly
unintelligent ski.
Yeah. See, that just sounds ruthlessly unintelligent.
That does. That's kind of the point, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, as we are speaking, our first episode is in the process of being reviewed to be added to the
finally
the
Apple Podcast
app. So for everyone, all 3 people who are like, I want to listen to it on the app so I can download it so that I don't have to chew through data. Fair enough. It's coming to you soon.
It's coming. We just had some issues with the actual Ruthlessly Unintelligent Apple ID. It was being dumb, but it's been sorted now, and so now it's going up. It's going up.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really good.
So much fun.
Yeah. How are you, Tommy?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's
How
good.
are you?
I'm feeling fantastic. You know what? I'm feeling great.
Yeah. You're not too tired?
No.
No?
No, I'm alright.
I was really tired the last 2 days, but this morning I feel okay.
That's good. Yeah. Tell us about your last couple of days.
Tell us about the last couple of days. Well, that's just been me getting back from Wellington.
This is true.
And working and then discovering I didn't have to work the next day, which was fun. But yeah, Wellington just kind of left me a little bit shattered.
A little bit tired.
I didn't think it would happen.
A little bit sleepy.
But you're in someone else's bed and it's just kind of like,
hey, what?
Staying with friends.
You're in someone else's bed?
No,
what?
It's the guest bedroom.
Okay.
I just mean it's not my physical bed. Someone else's guest bed.
Yes.
I'm not in someone else's. No.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa now.
Check your heart.
Check that.
Yeah, no. So,
incredible.
waking up at like just 6 a.m. because that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Your body's on more alert, Did you know that? When you sleep in a home that's not your own or a bed that's not your own, your body's more alert throughout the whole night, so you don't rest as well.
It would make sense.
Back to the cavemen days when they used to like go out in the wild, they'd have to be afraid of the tigers and stuff like that.
The tigers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there weren't any tigers where I was staying.
This is good.
They would have been cool though.
I mean, it would have been something.
It would have been something.
It would have definitely been something.
Probably more interesting content to talk about, eh?
Yeah. Tell us about Wellington. What did you do?
Okay. One of my good friends is getting married, which he's very young, but good on them.
How old is he?
3 months older than me.
Oh crikey!
Yeah, so he's gonna be.
Oh, that's youngin'.
I think it's the wedding's 2 days. 2 days away from his birthday, his 19th birthday.
Holy
I can't remember
moly.
if it's 2 days before or after.
2 days after.
I
Doesn't
forgot.
really make a
So
difference.
He's either going to be
still a teenager.
Just about 19. But they've been going strong for many years. And
that's
so,
cool. How old is she? Or he?
She's slightly older.
Okay.
She's slightly older. I think she's like
good
half a year, maybe a year. I don't even know.
Go for gold.
But
good on him. Wow.
There you go. And I'm going to be a groomsman at the wedding. So that's
that's cool, man.
That's why I was up there, going to see them. And the wedding's next year, so,
nice.
Fun times.
Very cool.
Fun times.
So the wedding isn't like super duper soon.
No, it's not.
So they're engaged. When do they get engaged?
It was about 7 months ago, I think.
7 months. Oh wow, it's quite a long engagement. I mean, it does make sense when children.
Children.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Still adults.
I still feel like a child.
Yeah.
And
so
then
do
I look at my age, I'm like, I'm actually 18 now.
Yeah.
Oops.
Whoops. I'm an adult.
I thought I'd be more financially stable at this point.
Nope.
No.
Nothing. No. Thought life would be sorted. Nah.
No way.
Not this time, kiddo.
I feel like my life is going to be sorted about 65 years old, maybe.
Maybe. That's just when you're not doing anything, though.
Yeah, I feel like at that point you've just accepted it, and then you're done. You're done.
Because I'm aware that I have no control, but I'm still trying to grasp at like having control. Yeah. But at 65, it's like, it's fine. Whatever happens, happens.
It's too late now.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You're gonna get into fitness as well. You're gonna get fitness. Is you fit for fitness?
Like as an old person, or
no? I mean like now.
Like now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat healthier.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like sustain like a decent amount of exercise per week.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean like I do. I've got like basketball that I play with.
There you go.
With the
bit
boys.
Of cardio.
Yeah, it's cardio. I mean I work pretty physical job, so that's true. That's work as well.
That is a good point.
So I guess I've got some sort of exercise.
I view it like compound interest. Basically, if you try and you see a lot of people getting into fitness in their 50s when their health starts declining.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like at that point it's a little too late.
Yeah.
It's still helpful, but the benefits will pay off way more if you do it consistently from 20 years old until 40.
Yeah.
And then you almost don't need to worry about it anymore. You just need to maintain.
Good point.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an interesting thought there.
That
makes me think about that. Good.
Yeah,
I'll actually think about being consistent about it.
Yeah,
compound interest on your body.
I'm preaching to myself now as well because I normally get up late and just don't do fitness.
That's fair enough.
Working in hospital means I can get up at 10 and then I'll go to work at 12. I work till late and then repeat the cycle.
Yeah, see, because I go work straight after recording pretty much. I go home, get my uniform, go to work. I work at Bunnings Warehouse.
Bunnings.
Lowest prices are just the beginning. This is a Bunnings condoned podcast.
Yeah. Bunnings
actually sponsors the podcast.
Yeah, they do.
So great. No, they don't.
Well, they kind of do. Because they pay you.
They pay me, and I do the podcast. Yeah. So I guess they sponsor the podcast by extension. Which is great fun. Bunnings is amazing. It's a really good job. It's physical though.
Physical job.
Yeah, because I work with timber.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, we established that last week.
Yeah. So it's a physical job, man.
It's a physical
so
job.
I'm already tired thinking about it.
Big man. He's already tired.
I'm already tired thinking about it.
Oh, that's heroic.
It's not even the the physical aspect that I'm tired. Like I'm mentally tired thinking about having to deal with tradies all day. Because while some are, emotionally constipated, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Some of them are just so vocal about everything.
Oh, no.
Which is great because I'll be serving someone else and I'll just hear a shout from the other end of the trade yard.
Nice.
And it's like, okay, cool. Gonna go sort that one out.
Nice.
As soon as possible.
Great.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Good fun. Do you think you'd be more tired working at Bunnings or planting 20 million trees?
This is a very good tie-in. I like that.
By the way, we're starting a new thing, #Team Green, and we're raising $20 million to plant some trees.
Yeah, it's a completely revolutionary idea. I don't know.
I've never seen anyone come up with anything like it before.
Hasn't been done before recently in the last couple of weeks at all.
Yeah, I mean, other than the fact that, the 20 million trees, it's basically just for a laugh because, there's New Zealand is planting many, many, many times more trees than that in the next 12 years. 11 years. I think they're planting a few 100 million trees before 2030 is the idea.
Okay.
Plus there's multiple billion trees, I think, cut down every year and multiple more billion planted every year. Mm-hmm. So, the 20 million trees, it's just for a laugh because it's not really changing anything.
It's a drop in the bucket, really.
It's a drop in the bucket, yeah. I mean, although I've seen many memes about big ships being this generation planting 20 million trees and then a dude on a surfboard with a little kite being like, whatever the government's doing about climate change, which I think is funny because like I think the ship is just it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I think what is I think the real difference is the publicity.
Yeah.
Not publicity. I think it's damn, how do I describe it? It's like look through with rose-tinted spectacles.
Yeah.
Because like people will be quick to look at the government and be like, it's the government's fault, or it's the government's fault for letting it get to this point.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh yay, let's plant some trees and it's all gonna be better. I think it's an awesome idea. I think it's great.
I do like the idea of more trees.
But I honestly don't think it's about the trees. I think it's more about being more aware of the climate. I think that's what this is actually doing.
This is true. That's a good point.
I don't think it's about the trees at all. I think it's great that we're planting trees. That's awesome.
think it's also a really good media stunt for everyone who's donating heaps of money.
100%. Like Elon Musk donated $1 million.
Oh, he's a smart boy.
Yeah.
He's a smart boy.
100%.
That was definitely calculated.
I can't remember what the comment was, but it was something about being the Lorax.
Yeah.
This one's for the trees.
This one's for the trees.
Something like that. Which is great. I love that.
This one is for the trees.
Yeah.
It's like for the boys.
Speak for the trees.
Speak for the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Super fun. I feel like there's probably like $20 million is a lot of money.
Oh, it's not a small amount of money.
And I feel like there's probably maybe better things you could do with it. But
20 mil?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh man, what could we do with 20 mil? I can't even begin to fathom because I have so not.
A couple of Lamborghinis.
Oh, it's helping the environment, Tommy.
That's nothing to do with the environment.
It's just personal pleasure.
To be honest, what would actually help the environment more is spending that $20 million in developing countries to help get the GDP above $5,000.
That'd be fantastic. See, I'm totally on board with that idea.
The funny thing about that is that if you get the average GDP above $5,000 a year, then consumption goes up slightly. But then in the long term, the environment cleans up because studies have shown that if people start earning more than $5,000 a year, they start caring about the environment, and the environment cleans up.
Huh? That's a funny wee stat.
Yeah,
did not know about that.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of the developing countries are filthy because everyone's just trying to survive.
That's true. That's a very good point.
But once you get them past a certain point, and they're not only focused on survival, then they start caring about the environment, and then all the rubbish goes away. Actually
caring about where they're living, what they're living in, kind of.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Yeah.
But no one likes that idea because it would increase consumption in the short term.
Yeah, rather than long-term benefit, short-term. It's like, scary.
I mean, we don't have any way of measuring basically what anything would happen in the long term, which is why, climate change is not going to unite anyone, which is unfortunate. But,
it is unfortunate.
Because no one knows what they're talking about. Everyone just likes to get around and parade around climate change.
And I mean, we don't know what we're talking about.
We don't know what we're talking about. I've listened to people who do know what they're talking about. And so based on that, I think I know like about 3% what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's solid. So that's more than I would normally know what I'm talking about, honestly.
I've stolen that from the people who know, and then I'm just passing it off.
You're sharing the information.
Yeah,
that's
sharing
good.
the information around.
No, it's sharing information. That's nice. Yeah.
How was your week while I was in Wellington?
How was my week? Man, what did I do this week?
What did you do? What did you get up to, boy?
I really didn't do a whole lot.
just work.
It's pretty much just work. And that's the gist of things at the moment. It's just working.
Kind of becomes life.
It does. Getting some good old monetary backing.
Fairly
bit
important.
Of
savings.
Yes, ideally.
There we go.
That's the goal.
Were you saving for the new iPhone 11?
No.
No? Good call.
No, not a chance. I love Apple, and I think that'd be really cool to have one, but I'm not spending $2,000 on a phone.
It's about 300th on the list of things I want to spend money on.
I mean, it's probably higher up for me. Oh, spend money on? That's a good point. Yeah. Like if it was the list of what I want to spend money on, it's pretty low. But if it's things that I want, it's pretty high up.
Oh yeah, true.
No, I got a couple accounts. Couple of saving accounts.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
That's good.
Got one for the car.
Ooh,
which is like, hey, put in any excess money to go towards, WAF, registration, any unexpected breakdown. Driving a European car, which will probably happen, unexpected breakdowns happens.
That's smart.
And petrol's more expensive, so always having a little bit in that fund's great. Short-term savings. So that's for like a laptop, like I need a laptop, that kind of thing. Short-term. and then your long-term savings, which I don't touch. Just put stuff in.
That's smart.
Leave it there for
Very clever.
A house.
For a house.
Ideally.
Is that where your Kiwi Savers going as well?
Yes.
Smart boy.
I'm 8% Kiwi Saver.
8%.
That's where it is, because you don't see the money. That's the thing.
The money.
It's so much easier to save when you don't have control of the money at all. Like I've got automatic payments that kind of jump across, and it costs money to take out of accounts and stuff like that. So it's a bit of I think a steer away from that. But when your employer's like, hey, put in 8%, we'll match it, or the government will match it. Yeah. And you don't see the money at all in your payslip. Primo. It doesn't exist to me at that point.
It is primo.
It's not my money.
It's not your money.
It's the company paying towards
It's your house's money.
Towards my house, towards my future, which is awesome. I love that idea.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
I think saving is awesome.
I'm not doing it, but
I love that idea, but no, I'm not doing it. Nah,
I need control of my money. I'm too serious about the control of my money. No, it's not more about control. It's just about I like saving it myself.
That's fair enough.
Just being like, you know what, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to organise this. I've got 4 accounts. I probably need to get more though.
Nice.
Just to organise things.
I've got like 6. But some of them I don't even use anymore. I'm not going to lie. A couple of them are just loose accounts.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are literally just, the way I treat 2 of them is literally just storage places for organisational purposes.
Sure, that makes sense.
Literally just a box.
Yeah.
Because I don't have cards attached to them. I don't have anything attached for them. The only thing I'd see is that it's on my phone. Sure. And I can move the money around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like basically all it goes. But yeah. So we've covered climate change and Team Trees.
That's great.
It's good news.
That's awesome. What ruthlessly unintelligent things have you done in the past wee bit, Tommy? What silly, stupid things have you done?
Well, I managed to just about miss a plane.
That is an unintelligent thing.
That is an unintelligent thing. Yeah, so...
How did that happen?
Yeah, this was my plane back from Wellington. And, so I was going out for breakfast with my mate. He's getting married, and his fiancée, as well as my cousin.
Now tell me, was he wearing the diaper when you guys went out? Just because he's so young. Was he wearing a diaper?
No.
Did you check?
I think I didn't check.
Did you change him before you left?
I didn't change him before he left,
cool.
But I think potentially it was his first day without a diaper. Okay,
wow. That's a big step.
That is a big step.
That's big. Wow.
Especially since we're going to breakfast,
Congratulations. That's
but yeah, so
that's rough.
Plane flight. So we had breakfast and my plane took off at 11:50.
Okay.
Right? Yep. But we're in Waikanae, which is an hour and 6-minute drive.
Oh, yeah, it's a decent drive from the airport.
So we were late for some reasons. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons was we started slightly late. We were supposed to pick up my mate's fiance at 9:15. We got there at 9. Discovered that her alarm didn't go off.
Oh, man.
She was still asleep.
Oh.
So we went and played cards while she got ready.
Nice.
And so then we got there and it was like 10 to 10, I think it was.
Oof.
Because it was like quite a bit of driving back and forth.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, we need to leave at 10:20 because that means I'll get there at 11:25, which is when boarding started.
Sure.
It was like that'll be okay. But
that's
then
doable. Like still not ideal, but it's doable.
It's doable. And then I kind of so we kind of stood up at like 10:23, just slightly later. Went to pay, discovered my auntie and uncle there, chatted to them for a couple of minutes, and I was like, "Oh no, we need to go.
We need to leave."
And also in my head, I'm thinking an hour when I should have been thinking an hour and 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we get in the car, and then I look it up on my phone. I'm like, 10:35 is when we left. So 10:30 is when we left. 11:35 is when we were supposed to arrive.
Is when you're arriving.
I'm like 15 minutes to get through security on a plane.
It's tight.
Not ideal.
No, it's not. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight.
Yeah. So hello.
Oh, that's the old timer.
That's the old timer.
We'll continue this.
Continue the story.
That was so professional.
That was so professional.
That was the smoothest cut we've ever done. Honestly, that was just undetectable.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get to the editing stage of this.
It's going to be the worst
It's going to be the worst thing to ever
foul.
do. Yeah, anyway, so we get in the car. We're driving. My cousin stayed in Waikanae. That's where he lives. Met my mate, my fiance. They were going into town together. They're just taking me on the way, basically. And so we're driving. We get in there, get into the airport. We managed to save like 4 minutes on what Google told us.
Okay, solid. So you're getting there around 11:30.
Traffic jams were smaller than I'd expected.
Nice.
Which was good. And then so we get in there and I grab my bags, run out of the car, run through the airport. Fortunately, there was no security because when I went up to Wellington, I turned up relatively early. Not really early, but like gave myself a
decently early
time. But then the security queue was super long, so I spent like 10 to 15 minutes in there, which meant that I had to get straight on the plane. I wasn't late, but I was like, you're kind of fine.
Yeah.
So the whole time I'm just thinking, there better not be security.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there were 2 people in front of me, so I was like,
okay, that's not too bad.
All good.
Yeah.
Scramble through security, get that all done. I walk up to the gate. And she's like, is there anyone else coming to Christchurch? And I'm like, me, hello.
That would be me.
That's me. And so, got on the plane.
Nice.
I showed them my boarding pass when I got on the plane. And she goes, oh, you're Tommy Sunderland. Good. I'm like,
if they know you by
I'm
name,
sorry.
it's not a good situation.
Yeah, I heard them calling out my name on the plane just before I got on.
Right.
But that was okay. I don't think I was ridiculous at that. I think they were waiting for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Plus, the other thing that happened was that they counted us on the plane like
they counted
4
you?
times.
Random.
Because something was going wrong and I think someone else might not have boarded or they somehow lost someone in their system.
Odd.
And then they counted us and it wasn't stacking up to what they thought they had. I don't know what the actual details were because they didn't disclose that, but
of course.
It meant that 3 different people counted us. One of them counted us twice and the other 2 just counted once.
That's really weird.
Like walking through with the clicker thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I was just like, okay, this is a little strange. But, I was,
That's odd.
It set me back another few minutes, which meant, and I had to go to work as soon as I got home.
True.
So I land
That's
and I look at my messages and it's like one of my head chefs like, when are you coming in?
Where are you?
Yeah. And so, my head chefs forgot to tell each other that I was going to be late. I told one of them, but not the other.
Oh, great.
But it was all right. It was totally fine. Totally fine. So, cool. Fun. Don't be late to planes. Make sure you leave Waikanae when you've got an hour and 6 minute drive that at any point you could have had a big traffic jam just for no reason.
True.
Give yourself more than 15 minutes to get on a plane.
Do you know what else you shouldn't do with planes?
What else shouldn't you do with planes?
Carry guns onto planes.
I feel like, that's an interesting thing to bring up.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's very specifically relating to something you were going to talk about.
It is. When it was like 2015, it would have been 2015. Me and my family went across to the States for a holiday. We were there for 6 months. We went around in a 31-foot RV.
Oh, yeah.
And I learnt things that I didn't need to learn on that trip. I know my family way too much now. That's one of those things. But one of our stops, Dad was really keen on buying, like a replica, like a revolver. And like an old town. So we bought a couple. I bought one, he bought one. And we thought nothing of it because it's like, it's great, it's fine. And so I've got them and it's sorted. It's totally fine. And then we get to another town maybe like 3 months later. Like that was probably the first month. Like 3 months later, we find another town and we're going through and there's some more replica guns. But this one has like, not the guns, but they sell replica bullets. Like little like gold. Like bullets. Not obviously not gold, but like actual. Yeah. They look like real bullets. So that's fine. I was like, I'll pick them up, put them in the load them in. That's cool. That's real cool.
Oh.
Yeah, you're clicking.
I see where this is going.
Yeah, so we are, we're getting ready, like to, we're finished. We've packed up. We've put all of our stuff, and because we've got so much stuff, we've had to like cross things with different bags. Yeah. So we put one of them in Dad's bag and one of them in my younger sister's bag. And obviously they've got the names attached and stuff. So we feed them through and we're getting ready and we're going through and we get a call out. And this is in LAX.
Oh my goodness.
So this is LAX. This is maybe like 30 minutes before we're boarding, I think 30 minutes. because obviously we got there super early 'cause it's an international flight. But it's like 30 minutes before boarding. It's like, can Ben Knowles and Hannah Knowles please come to Da-di-da? And so they left, came back. They got grilled for maybe 15 minutes as to why they had weapons. Because obviously they got scanned through. My one it was like loaded.
Oh.
So like they freaked out.
Yeah.
Like they big time freaked out.
Oh, that's not. But did you have checked in baggage?
Yeah, so that was all checked in, but they still like checked that. Like obviously, if there's a loose weapon.
Yeah.
and like checked in baggage, they're still going to check it. You know.
Yeah.
Because anything like that, you have to declare.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is true. I thought. Yeah, no, you do. Yeah,
we didn't declare it because it's not an actual
it's fake.
gun. It's just metal.
Yeah.
And so like they saw the
firing chamber and anything.
They saw the silhouette. They saw the rounds, and freaked out.
Yeah,
Rightly so.
That's fair.
Rightly so. We shouldn't have thought that. And I'll tell you what, the amount of times I've taken like knives on planes. See, like you look at me like I'm crazy, but oftentimes when I'll have like a wee like a pocket knife like in the bag, just in case. Just in case I get stuck in the wild, not in case I need to defend myself. That's fine. And I'll have like a wee pocket knife. I think the last 8 times I've been on planes, it's been like, you can't take this. I'm like, I didn't even remember it's there. And I'd never do.
That's interesting.
Because stupid me never checks the bag to do I have any contraband? No, obviously not. It's a random thing.
I once, I got pulled out. I had a travel guitar that I took around when I went to Europe.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Had a capo with it, which apparently looks like a gun. To X-ray things.
A capo?
Yeah, it was like an over-the-top one, not like a Kaiser style.
Oh,
like one of the ones that
sits over top with the
It's, so they stopped and searched that, pulled it out, and go, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm like, thanks.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
That's nice.
Probably should have warned you about that one. It's not a gun. It's just a capo.
Mm-hmm.
The other time, another thing I did was once got randomly selected for some kind of check, which is like you step into this room and they, I don't know, X-ray you or something. Yeah. And so did that. That was cool. Got out of there, and I picked up my guitar and swung it over my shoulder. I think what happened is the top of it just completely pulled the plug out of the
Tommy
out of the scanner.
That's incredible.
So we're all walking away, and I'm like looking back at that. I'm like, I hope that wasn't important. And then I see the guy at the screen on the side of it trying to start it, and he's just tapping this blank screen. And I'm like, that's great. And so I walk back. Pretend that nothing happened, but I just walk back and pick up the end of the cable that's not plugged in anymore, and I go, should this be plugged in?
That's hilarious.
Because he had no idea it was me. He just, I just walked back. I'm just being helpful.
That's awesome.
Is this important? He's like, oh yeah, that needs to be plugged in. I wonder what happened there. I'm like,
no idea.
I don't know, man. I just saw it. I just
thought I'd lend a helping hand. Be a nice citizen.
Yeah. That was the idea. So,
honestly, the thought of just someone like these people are like the last line of defense before a plane goes into the air, and he's just
sitting there like, why isn't it starting?
Meredith, it's not working again. That's incredible.
Yeah. So
wow, that's funny.
Absolutely heroic.
That is heroic.
My favorite airport security guy. That guy was
enough.
just.
That's nice.
Oh
I like
yeah.
that.
Just supreme. I mean, that was ruthlessly unintelligent.
That's some
me swinging the guitar over my shoulder, just going,
boof,
and then him just
crack,
just tapping,
tapping, tippy tip tap topping.
Yeah. Although did you ever go through Christchurch security for domestic flights for the small planes?
Yeah. No, I did have to go through.
AKA not security.
No.
Yeah,
there's
no security. You just walk through. You have your ticket. I did
that through Nelson, because Nelson is a teeny tiny airport.
Oh yeah.
Flew through Nelson, and it's just walk on. It's literally it. They don't there's nothing.
Yeah.
No,
I was there because I went on with my brother. We were flying to Wellington. Oh, and my sister as well. But I was just like, man, this is like, I could literally be a terrorist walking through these doors right now.
Honestly.
And he's like, did you see the signs though? Did you see the signs? It says, don't joke about the airport security. And I'm like,
this is true.
This is the perfect moment. I don't think I'm going to say a better joke for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So I go, when they say don't joke about airport security, but the airport security is a joke.
Oh, amazing!
So he just couldn't. He did that thing where he was trying to be mature and serious, but like it was low key really funny. So it was just like, stop it.
Yeah. I just before we wrap up, I did one thing on an airplane that was stupid. I said hello to one of my friends.
Yeah.
Across, because he just walked on the plane that was boarding, and I was like, "Is that?" I was like, "Oh, hi, Jack." Tell me why those words came out of my mouth.
Hi, Jack. That's great. That's so good.
It is indeed.
Is that not like? Could that be any more perfectly timed?
I think
it's just
that's
so good.
Ruthlessly unintelligent is what it is.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack.
That's us for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Shorter format. We'll see you in the
format. The only thing that could make that worse, just quickly,
go.
like if he had a nickname, Jackers. Hi, Jackers. That would have been good. Anyway, we've got to wrap this up because we're trying to keep it short. So yeah,
that's fine.
Catch you later.
Yeah, we'll see you in
the next episode.
Which will probably look very similar to this episode. To be completely fair.
Like basically exactly.
Pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah, it's cool. See ya.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Love you guys. Man. Beautiful.